Alright, alright, alright. Duke, Duke, read book, sober die, start the game. Let's see, what voice should I use for this? Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. The girl is Sayori, my neighbor and my good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me.
I overslept again! But I got you this time!
Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you.
You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me.
Also, by the way, I played a little bit before I started recording, and it turns out the recording ended up getting corrupted. So I'm re-recording this, so that's why it says Baba Booey.
That's mean, Baba Booey.
Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something.
Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you did. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to.
Why can't I read today? Whatever you want, Sayori. Whatever you say, Sayori. Say. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute.
By the way, Baba Booey, have you decided to join a club yet?
A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either.
That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year.
Did I? Pretty sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime.
I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you.
Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though.
Well, you at least promised me you'll try a little.
Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that.
Yay!
Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. This girl is crazy. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I even know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
Hello!
Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom.
I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late for your own club.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know.
Know what?
Well, then you can come to my club.
Sayori. Gotta be kidding me.
Yeah?
There's no way I'm coming to your club. At least I'm honest. Sayori's vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Come on, please!
Why do you care so much anyway?
Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Yes! Let's go!
And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake.
What flavor was it?
I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Everyone, the new member is here!
I told you, don't call me a new member. Huh? I glance around the room. The room is completely empty.
Welcome to Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Zoe always says nice things about you.
What voice should I give her?
Goodbye, boy! Ah, Baba Booey, what a nice surprise! Welcome to the club!
All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
Yeah!
Sorry.
Natsuki.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori.
You can ignore her whenever she gets moody.
Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls.
Anyway, this is Natsuki. She's always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest of the club.
Don't say things like that.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you.
And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right?
That's right! It's great to see you again, Baba Booey.
Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me genuinely feels a little. You too, Monica.
Come sit down, Baba Booey. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me and Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Sorry, I got a little too excited.
Then how about you make some tea as well?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Hurrah!
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Did they smear though? The whiskers are drawn with icing, and with little pieces of chocolates were used to make ears.
Seriously, did they smear though?
So cute!
I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know.
Sayori grabs the first one, and then Monica and I follow.
It's delicious.
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. Seriously, girl, you need to get a napkin. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Personally, I'm not really a big fan of cupcakes. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thanks, Natsuki. Haven't I heard this somewhere before? I thought you technically did. Sayori said. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Looks like I'm personally being appointed Bakabui. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom.
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy good book?
I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
That's fine.
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that. Please.
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me.
So, what made you consider the literature club?
I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so...
That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home. Okay? As president of the literature club, it is my duty to make the club as fun and exciting for everyone.
Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year?
Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget, publicity, and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica's a really great leader.
Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it has something that doesn't grab your attention like literature.
Literature?
You have to work hard to convince people you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yes!
Do our best.
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature.
So, Papa Booey, what kind of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read the past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. I mean... Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Puberty. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. No, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Do I read horror books? Nah. I read a horror book once. No, I did not. I desperately grasped something I could relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. You know, maybe a rock might be better to talk to than me.
Really? I would have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you.
I guess you could say that. But if the story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Some real horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Oh, what is that?
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. Looked like you were working on a poem called... Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Sayori settles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. They're just friends. Just friends. Natsuki, you write your own poems? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? Natsuki averts her eyes. Not a very confident writer yet?
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart.
Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe you share some of your work. You can set an example or else Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri.
Oh, I want to read everyone's poems.
We all sit in silence for a moment. Alright, that's enough silence.
Okay! I have an idea, everyone.
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. And next time we meet, we'll all share with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah! Let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more cutthroat with each other and strengthen the bond of our club. Isn't that right, Papa Booey?
Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem.
What's that?
Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I have bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind this entire time. I never said I would join this club.
Get me out of here!
Yuri might have convinced me to stop by, but I've never made any decision. I still have the other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But I'm sorry, I thought.
Bowie!
You all, I don't really care about you. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. Please say I'm quitting. I'll join the literature club. Gosh, dang it. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Yes! I'm so happy! Ah! Yes!
Yuri wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, 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 hey!
You really did scare me for a moment.
And that makes it official! Welcome to the Literature Club!
Ah, thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think that now we can officially end today's meeting on a good note.
No, it's not a good note.
Everyone, remember tonight's assignment.
Work!
Write a poem to bring to next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more.
Bubba Bowie, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Oh, please don't. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? Even mediocre is a compliment at this point. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey, Bubba Bowie, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because you always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yay!
With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Choose your fighter. Will I really be happy spending every day in after school in a literature club? No, I will not. I hate literacy and literature and reading in general. That uses more than 2% of my brain. Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Lollipop. Existence. Candy. Landscape. Wrath. Loud. Pickle. Poof. Uncontrollable. Chocolate. Hair. Party. Skirt. Misery. Twirl. Spinning. Captive. Nightgown. Doki Doki. And, fireflies.
Hi again, Baba Booey. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club, as much as I hate to say it. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thank you for keeping your promise, Papa Booey. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment to you, making you dive headfirst in literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come!
Wait, wrong voice.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Natsuki finds herself stuck between the saying Monica and manga. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. Baba Booey always gives it his best as long as he's having fun.
Keywords, having fun, which I'm clearly not.
He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room.
How dependable.
Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting, and you almost set your house on fire once. Seriously, this girl needs to get her head checked.
Is that so?
You two are really good friends, aren't you? I may be a little jealous.
How come you and Baba Booey can become good friends too?
Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
Oh! You even brought you something today, you know.
Wait, Sayori.
Me?
Not really.
Don't be shy.
It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind.
Sayori.
Sayori made it sound like a big deal and it's really not. What'd I do?
Oh, sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
Does she ever think? I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be.
Alright. Here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. Ooh.
Didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read.
I need water. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. So, let's see, where did we leave off?
It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. Which is probably like never, and we could, discuss it if you want it.
Alright. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thanks. I'll definitely read this. I will definitely not. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone is settled in, I expected Monica to kick... I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. Why can't I read? Told you I don't like literature. I'm not even reading, yet I still stumble. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. At least I think that was a sigh. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. Oh, that's my... You looking for something in here? Huh. This is actually different from when I first played for the recording that got corrupted. I actually started reading with Yuri. So I guess the interactions are randomized. Is that a map of China? Right in the top left corner? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How do you know anyway? Huh. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. Then she turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. I know that feat. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls. It's a series that I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. She points to the classroom door. Well, don't mind if I do. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. What about the cover artist who was literally paid to make the cover so you can judge it? Natsuki pulls down the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire and striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly Lmao. Wow. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. Then she takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. I take my seat. Oh wait. Yeah, that would be like, yeah. That's my line. Yes, we can. Why is that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Yeah, I'm gonna have to scooch away like, 71 more inches. Sorry. I didn't really expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I say it's a particularly bad thing. I opened the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kinda grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there gonna be plot?
Touching parts.
Is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Ooh, wow. Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't seen you at your full power. This chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something. It doesn't, I was just curious. Because you enjoy baking too, right? Baking. I can't die from water now. Definitely not a coincidence. Yeah, I agree with you too there, Bakabooey. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies picked up for a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Yeah, it really is. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? Oh no, close-up shot. She looks like a teddy bear from this angle, with like the little tail things as ears. I don't know what they're called. We read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? Even though you're just watching me read? If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Sorry. Yeah, because you need friends to read this. There's plenty of websites that say otherwise. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah. Yeah, she's getting a little smug here. Wait, which part? Hold on. I know those kinds of people. It takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge. I'm already a loser, so I gravitate toward the other losers at the time. But it's probably hard for someone like you. Yeah, it's pretty accurate. Me being a loser, or her being less loser? Except Monica was... Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? Oh, this voice is hurting my tongue. I mean, here I am, reading it. I can't even speak accurately with this voice. Might have to change it sometime down the road. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? Yeah. Hey, flip the page. Suddenly Natsuki starts laughing. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Spoiler alert. Natsuki's voice sparkles with Natsuki's voice sparkles with Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usually bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express words in the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that, and being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience. The thought makes me smile a little to myself.
Okay, everyone!
Are
you all ready with today's poems? Sorry! I just need to make sure we have enough time! Oh, you do look pretty cozy over there!
Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Good improvements. Alright, I guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it toward Natsuki. You're just giving it... yeah, but I'm not really into this kind of manga. Baking. Not my thing. Monica just said... Huh? Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. By tomorrow. I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face and also keeping my heart pumping. No, that came out wrong. Also, so my heart... You know what? As long as I don't die. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Exactly! Alright then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before.
Well, now that everyone's ready, how'd you find someone to share with? I can't wait!
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting for Ryset. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Alright, I think that's where I'm gonna end to it. Make sure to like, subscribe, and just don't die before the next video. If you want to enter the 52-cent giveaway, we're going to be giving away torn loose leaf paper and a $3 Fortnite card. So stay tuned for that.